Hi, my name is Wes. I am a non-binary artist living and working in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I recently graduated from University of Central Arkansas with my degree in studio arts, emphasizing in ceramics. So today I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my practice and how I feel it contributes to my overall being and to things greater than me. So I practice expansive ways of approaching the feral rural queer narrative. I grew up primarily in the South, raised in things like mud and grass, going to church, playing baseball, around trinkets and people saying y'all and yins. I grew up in camo basically. I never wanted to hold a gun, but I would pose next to my hunting dog. I kept all my gay shit across the street with my gay friend. We would often escape to the woods. I practice opacity and demanding patience. I recognize my opaque approach to demanding empathy and patience in my writing and my object making. I see both as opportunities to dissolve our normal way of approaching ideologies. I practice self-agency through rewriting Southern norms, through reducing craft materials and Southern traditions, and rewriting them in an intentionally opaque translation of the colloquial queer feral redneck self. These ideas often find form in references to craft materials as literal remaking of traditions. I work with white bread a lot as personal narrative because of its associations with preservation. I work with clay because of its duality of masculine and feminine and my ability to control those things and really see myself in that material. I work with fabric as an archive of smells and touch and the objecthood of hoarded knickknacks that reflect domesticity and established spaces that are a little bit dusty. I observe how these Southern ideals work to really support themselves and build on themselves in others and myself, and I work to dissolve my own and others' understanding of gender and sexuality and dominant defined roles. I like playing with perceptions and ideologies through challenging norms, through establishing new norms, just by repeating and making words and objects ridiculous, basically. Right now in my practice, I'm returning to drawing. I find it is a way for me to digest whatever reality I'm wanting to create and really being able to understand that reality by freezing it. I'm taking doilies at the moment, a generational craft, a way of preserving family names and gender roles, and I'm kind of fucking with it in a way by just writing new queer narratives, or rather old queer narratives that were just ignored. Overall, I'm exploring how I communicate with myself and with others. That started with making a character called Benign Biscuit Head, and now it's moved to just writing and allowing my spelling to be awful, and by challenging my own thoughts and letting them be okay in opposition to established dominant narratives. And I love baking and writing and walking